Let's have a look here at Bitcoin Cash for July 2020. It once was trading at about $4,000, but currently right now it is down here to about $230. Bitcoin Cash has been struggling since the March lows here, and we have had here about 4 months of sideways price action. It does continue to fail to make a new high above that 200-day moving average, but there is still lots of potential for the upside for Bitcoin Cash. So it makes you think right now, is it a good time to start buying Bitcoin Cash? So one thing that can be a good indication is if we get a daily close above the 21 or the 50-day moving average, which you see right now, it is pretty tight in that range, and it should happen pretty soon here. And if we do get the scenario where Bitcoin Cash continues to go down and fails to make a close above this 21 and 50-day moving average, then we can expect lower prices, possibly to this 180 zone, making the March lows the low of the year. Let's have a look at the support and resistance levels for Bitcoin Cash and also the latest updates, and then we'll jump back into the platform, have a look at the chart, and see if we do have a good entry position for a trade. Hey guys, it's John again. Thanks for tuning in. And before we dive in a bit more, don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe to our channel. Since Bitcoin Cash is slowly trending downwards right now, the first level of support we're going to want to watch is $220. And that has been a major support level for July. The next level after that is $200, which has been a major support since the recovery in March. And we have been moving sideways ever since. And if things do turn bullish for Bitcoin Cash, the first level we're going to want to watch for resistance is around $240. A close above $240 would put Bitcoin Cash right above the 21 and the 50-day moving average. 260 would be the next level of resistance after that, and a close above that would be a great indication for a new bull trend for Bitcoin Cash and possibly even go to test the yearly high. First bit of news here for Bitcoin Cash. Is Bitcoin Cash better to hold than Bitcoin? Data from Glassnode here reports that Bitcoin Cash holders have outshined Bitcoin so far in 2020 by about 27%. So the price being stable while Bitcoin is pretty volatile is kind of bullish for Bitcoin Cash because Bitcoin Cash does tend to follow what Bitcoin does in terms of price action. So if Bitcoin does break out, then we can finally expect a breakout of this sideways price action. And development does still continue to grow for Bitcoin Cash. There is a new service on Currency.com that lets users send Bcash to anyone with an email. And apparently, according to Roger Ver, this is not feasible with Bitcoin Core. One cool feature about this is that if the person receiving the Bitcoin Cash does not claim the funds within a certain period of time, then the coins are returned back to the sender. This does sound really interesting, and it can be a really good development for Bitcoin Cash because most people don't like sending funds to a wallet, and it would be easier to just send it to an email or even a phone number. There is another thing here for Bitcoin Cash, and that is the Stamp Chat. So Stamp Chat is a new private messenger being built on Bitcoin Cash, and it is still in early stages. Right now, still only available on a testnet. But the interface is good to go, and there are many features that are tested and good to go, such as group chat. So this will be a 2-layered private chat built on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain, and users will be able to message each other privately and also be able to send Bitcoin Cash to each other instantly. So we're here looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin Cash. It has been pretty quiet in terms of news for the price action, but let's look at what we can expect here for the end of the month of July 2020. If we do find a bottom in this current range right now, and then we make it above the 21 and the 50-day moving average, then that can set up August for the month that we do test this 200-day moving average up here. It has been tested 3 times now, so if we do test it for the 4th time, that resistance zone has been weaker, so I would expect a break and to flip that into a new support level. And the last time we did have a clean break above the 21 and the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average was around the beginning of the year, and that ended up giving us about 130% gain up to $500. If something similar were to happen again and we had a clean break above the 21, 50, and the 200-day moving average, and let's say we did have something like 130% gain, then we would be at a new yearly high at about $600. And the MACD just flipped bearish on the daily chart, and the RSI did have a lower high here on the 7th. And right now it is sitting below 50. So there is a possibility We can expect lower prices before we go higher, possibly test that first support range I mentioned earlier at about $220. Bitcoin Cash can be very volatile though, so when it is ready to reverse, you can see it have a 5% or a 10% candle all in one day, or potentially even higher than that. So what I see bullish for the end of the month is if we can end up closing the price above either one of these moving averages. And what I do see as bearish is if the price cannot make it above the 21 and the 50-day moving average, and we do end up closing the month down here in this support range around $220. So I do see a potential long opportunity here. Keep in mind, this is a demo account, but I will be opening a position here in these levels. So what I'm going to do is about 50 Bitcoin Cash, which comes to 0.123 BTC as margin with 10x leverage. And I'm going to put my stop loss starting off down here at about 203. I will trail that with the position. My take profit will be at 284, which is right above this 200 moving average in this range up here, which I would expect if we do come above that 200-day moving average, we will have a wick in this range and come back down and make this into a strong support before the next leg up if the trend continues to be bullish. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this trade and then finish up the video. So there we go. Our long position on Bitcoin Cash is now open. 10x leverage at 227.15. Let me know in the comments what you think. If Bitcoin Cash will find this bottom at around 220 and then continue its way up to test that 21 and the 200-day moving average, or do you think Bitcoin Cash is going to continue trending downwards back to those March lows? But right now in the short term, we're going to want to keep an eye on the price to make sure we can get a close above the 21 or the 50-day moving average by the end of the month, because a close above that would be bullish moving forward. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.